Welcome back everyone to another episode of Let's Play Gothic. And today we shall be going into the depths of the Sleeper Temple, where no mortal has gone before, bar the adventurers that actually died here and the skeletons that actually have risen from their bodies, but we shall continue down this path and slay this evil insect known as a Minecrawler Templar warrior. And defeat it with its own armor equipped. Now there are two different ways inside the temple that we can continue on going. The first one will lead us through the tunnel to straight on actually. And the second one... Oop. By the way, there's a monster over here, which we shall dispose of pretty quickly. And find a blade and some potions over here. Now there's two ways. You can go this way, or you can go up here, which I'm going to do at the moment, because I would like to show you something first. Now, this would be the way we came from. And this is the way we have to go still. There's also a skeleton mage over here that we are going to kill very quickly, because otherwise he will summon more skeletons. To be safe, I'm going to save here just for a second. And then we are going to make our way over here, because we want to open that big door. And would like to do that quickly, don't we? So you can already see over there, there's an orc in there. Just at the end here. And yes, you can view it from the front, as I was told. Now let's see if we can get this a little bit better, by the way. I wanted to show this last time. You can show this from the front if you go into your inventory, and then rotate the mouse left or right, and you can see the armor from the front. Actually, it does look quite neat in my opinion. Still, there are better armors later on. Now, anyway, there's an orc in there that you can barely see. He's an orc temple warrior. And we shall slay the orc. He does deal a fair amount of damage, by the way. You should be a little bit more careful than I am. But there's a crevice over here, where there's some more potions, and a new weapon called Smash. Well, how good is it? Well, it's below the Revenge Steel. It's below the Blood Blade that we just picked up. It's here. Smash deals 80 damage. Now there are two switches over here, and we are going to try and turn them both. That would open this door and would make these blocks move down, which is good because we want to go up there as well. So you should turn this one that is on the left hand side. Now, the blocks are still moving down. You can still hear them. And over here, on the left hand side of the room, we now have the possibility to climb up. And we shall do so right now. The problem with this is, you will see that in a second. Oh, actually I managed to do this. Wow. I'm a little bit amazed at that. However, oh, there we go. I unstuck myself for some particular reason. Nice. And let's fight. You have to be careful with these temple guards. They're very, very strong. And you can have a lot of trouble fighting these if you're not prepared for it. So you want to go up here, trust me. And... and you want to kill these as best as you can without taking too much damage. At this point you should have enough potions to drink your health up, but you never actually know what awaits you around the corner, so you might still want to be a little bit more careful. If you don't have the armor that I have, it might be very difficult to actually get through here because they deal an insane amount of damage, and you might want to be careful with those. Well, perhaps we can sneak up. Perhaps. Oh, maybe we can't. And then we kill it. Simple as that. You can go down here if you so desire. However, at the moment, we don't want to. We have at least killed all the guards that have been guarding this area. And that's enough for me, for now. Now there is a door over here that is at the moment closed, but if you pull or push this switch, it shall open for you. Now there's another switch over here that will, I think, reopen the door if something happens to us. There's an arrow here, which is... and there is an orc chieftain here, an orc shaman, one of the 5 that has been killed.
Your travels end here with
Me.
I'll
Not
send you
really.
traveling first, you moldy maggot's idea of paradise.
Or you can say that to him. Do not let him cast any spells that will end in very bad things for you. Now you need to pick up his staff in order to continue. And also, there is now a hole over here, or rather a platform, which you will have to... oh, isn't it actually doing something? Oh yeah, for some particular reason I think we have to shoot things in here. That's right. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, it opens this door, or rather this trap door over here. So we want to go down here. Also, beware of the traps. I believe I've disabled them because I shot this thing over here. You need to draw your bow, aim for these targets over there, and then you can shoot them. And that should disable them once you have hit them once. I hope. Oh, it does. There's also a sword down here, which you definitely want to pick up. And then climb back up. I said climb back up. There we go. Easily done. Now I don't believe that we can actually go through here. Huh. That's a bit strange. I could have sworn. Huh, perhaps there is a way down there. It's been a while since I've been here. I could be wrong, but no. Oh, that's actually a sarcophagus. Oh! You need to push the button on the sarcophagus. Okay. Well, that's cleared up. So, shoot the thing, open the door, disable the trap, push the button on the sarcophagus, and get out. Now, the staff and the rune... oh, we did pick up a rune, right? Yes, we did. Chain lightning. The rune is pretty good if you really want to use magic. But as you can see, I'm more of a warrior kind of type, so I'm not going to use it that much. But the staff is pretty important for later, so you should definitely keep that in your hand and available. Now the staff itself, I believe, is actually used for something very soon. It will open doors as far as I remember. Or actually it might just be useful for the later boss battle. One of the two. There's a second shaman, by the way. You want to draw your weapon if you can in the conversation. You have to push 1 once the conversation is.
Mortal! You dare to
If you are
disturb
talking,
my
I believe you can do
peace?
that.
Prepare for the end!
It remains to be seen whose
There
end
we
it's
go.
going to be, you worm-bitten meatloaf.
Once you can talk, you can actually draw your weapon. Oh great! I get casted by a spell and horribly die. There we go. I'm dead. Wonderful. Now, if you would show me a video sequence and not let me heal, that's one thing. But showing me a video sequence and not being able to do anything is a second thing. And I don't like that one bit. Right. Let's do this again. This time, fully healed and ready to go. These strange stands here, or stashes here, those are for the... there we go. Those are for the staves, as far as I remember. But we'll see that. Just a bit. Blah, blah,
It remains to
blah.
be seen.
Oh, really? I don't believe he can do this forever, so now, there we go. He's dead too. Lovely. There is a spell scroll over here, which is summoning skeletons, if that's correct. There's also a potion over here, which you can pick up if you so desire. Ooh, nope, there's nothing over here. I thought there might be something. And there you can see, if we use that, we can use... It looks like a sword, but it's actually their stave, who enables us to get out of here. That's why you need to loot the body of the orc chieftain. Now we've beaten 2 shamans. There are 3 more remaining, as you remember, Urshak telling us about 5 shamans that are trapped inside here, being left to undeath. And we now need to go down here. There is no other way than that. We need to go down here. Now, before we continue though, we are going to replenish our health. There's one reason why I'm going to do this. The first one will be quite obvious very soon. The second one you might not expect so much, but you will see that very soon as well. That's him then. There are skeletons over here. That might prove a problem. Especially with the orc running around here as well. I'm stuck! Jump! I don't think I'm going to survive this, honestly. Ooh, I killed the temple guard. But I died anyway. Lovely. Yeah, that's the problem. The skeletons are there, which pose a huge problem at the oh crap. I do have to do that again, don't I? Of course. Well, that's for not saving, folks. You better do that after each of the finds of the Orc Shamans.
It remains to be...
Oh, please. Don't do this too much, please. It's really tiring. There we go. You're dead. Give me your loot. And let me out of here. Now there are better armors later on which will protect you a little bit better also against this kind of stuff. But for the time being there is nothing actually that you can do about it. This is basically the best armor that you can get if you aim for melee resistance, which is basically what I'm aiming for, so don't get too much damage from skeletons and all that stuff. There are of course different robes, like the High Magician Water Robe, which will protect you a little bit better against magic and fire and all that good jazz. However, my personal preference is just melee, because most of the enemies are melee combat, so I'm not really too worried about that. If I have the armor I have. And the amulet, of course. The amulet is 15 protection against arrows and weapons. Is doing quite a good job here, I feel. Well, that was easy. Oh, dang it. Oh yeah! I got him! I got him! He didn't see that one coming, I can tell you that much. Oh, come on. Another skeleton bites the dust. And the next one is a scout, indeed, in this case. There we go. There should only be a few more skeletons remaining. I'm a little bit careful here because I know there will be quite a few. And also I'm going to drink up first, just to be absolutely sure that I can deal with everything here. For now, anyway. Right. Oh! There's a scout over here. Definitely want to deal with those things before we do anything else. Additional enemies for something that might appear or come later is really bad. These skull plates, by the way, indicate if you do something wrong that there will be monsters that spawn. And you don't want that, trust me. You don't want to fight demons all the time. That's what's gonna happen if you do something wrong. And I can't use this from this side. And I can't use it from that side, so there's actually nothing I can do right now. Other than pull switches in random order. Is there something I can aim at? I don't think so. Is there any clues to what lever I need to pull? I don't believe so either. Well, there are only a few possibilities that can be used here, so I'm gonna go with this one first. And it seems I was wrong, because there's a demon over here. It does deal a bit of damage, nothing too much really, but it's still annoying. So we have to pull the switches in the right order to be able to escape of this room. And it seems I pulled the wrong button again. Also, it seems that the demon needs a little bit of time to actually do his work and spawn in this world. So we're going to pull this switch then. And this should actually crash the game! Wonderful. Or does it? Yeah, I believe it did. So yeah, we're gonna see the crash now and see this beautiful standstill image of the hero, his sword, his armor and his ass, and we'll be back next time when we actually escape of this room, and then we're gonna see what the way does next in the temple. So I will see you all next time.